Ned Meat here, bringing you more of Eelius's Clan War 3 stars. So this next attack was my own actually. I used the GoHo. Looking at my composition along the bottom there, you can see there's 2 golems. I do have a pecker in this one as well, just to give the kill squad a little bit more penetration. 20 hogs, 10 wizards, and then 3 heal and 1 jump. Now with this design, it's just, it wasn't too complicated. It was actually a second attack as well. So luckily enough, the person who had attacked this base before had come in from the bottom, and what I knew was that the big bombs, the positioning of the big bombs was there, and there. There's also a Tesla in that corner, a Tesla in that corner, and then obviously the next 2 Teslas are there. So this meant quite quickly that it was quite easy to avoid or to set off the big bombs. Now what you'd normally do is you'd come from the bottom with your kill squad. So you'd bring in your golems and the pecker and the heroes and the wizards to set off those big bombs. The problem that I did with this design, or what I noticed with this design, was the position of the heroes. Both the heroes were actually at the top here, so even if I did come in with my kill squad, I might have reached the town hall, but I wouldn't have definitely killed the 2 heroes. And actually the 2 heroes are to me were the more important things I need to take out. If you're doing a hog attack on a base, and if they've got an archer queen and an archer king alive, you're pretty much going to fail. It's pretty much not going to happen. So I really wanted to make sure that I could take out those the 2 heroes, but whilst also avoiding my hogs going onto those big bombs. So what I did, I'll just explain this. So what I did was to bring in 2 giants into the side here, one there and one on that side, and then 2 hogs there and there. So the archer towers and the Tesla and the mortar all started focusing their fire on the giants, whilst then the hogs, I did actually have to add 2 extra hogs, so I used 6 hogs in total, but that still wasn't much of a problem. But what that meant was that by the end of that, 3 of those big bombs had been set off, but all of those defences had been taken out, which meant that with those defences out, that means the hogs would not even need to go into that area. They'd come down to where the ADs are, just here and here, but would divert off and go into a different direction. So that was the first part, which I actually used that also to lure, because what I noticed was that the clan castle's range came just at that mortar. So as soon as my hogs had taken out the 2 archer towers and then moved on to the mortar, that then got me the lure as well. So that was the first thing that I did to just sort of get that little bottom section sorted out. So but then what I did was to attack from the top up here with my golems and my kill squad. So I attacked from the top up there. I placed my jump spell here, and then the line of wizards down the side there. Obviously the CC troops came up to the top, and I killed them in the path of my kill squad. So the kill squad pretty much came up to this line here and went in and took out the heroes. So then what I did is I deployed the rest of my hogs there and there. There and there. Because all of these defences, you'll see, all of these defences here are actually all really close to each other. So there's no spring traps, nothing there. So I then got my 2 heals down in that area as well, and that meant that it really wasn't a problem. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, that sort of explains pretty much how it goes, or how the actual attack went. Let me go now back to the actual, and we'll go and watch it live. Or go and watch the replay, sorry. Yeah, so... Okay, so here it is. So it starts off at the bottom here. There, so there's the two giants. Deployed them at the same time so that they get equal fire from both sides. Here come the two hogs. The two hogs, actually, I did drop a little bit late. You'll notice that with the Tesla, that's why I brought the extra two hogs in. You'll see at that point, as two of the big bombs have been set off, the last two then or the last one gets taken out by those two hogs. And there's the lure as well, you see. So that was... And then coming in from the top here, as my standard, I always put the one golem down first, just so that then the splash damage doesn't affect both of them. So that golem does get a bit of a pounding, but the wizards and the archer queen quite quickly are there to support. And then there comes the second golem. Put the wall breakers down, but they had actually already broken through at the top there. That's why they went off into a different direction. And then whilst they're in here, I then put the jump spell down just to make sure that we get into where the archer queen is and make sure we get that done. So there come the hogs now on the two sides. You'll notice that the X-bows are shooting at a golem over that side there, you see. So the X-bows are not going to focus on my hogs at all. At this point is where I get my two heal spells down. Make sure that the hogs are just sort of staying alive. The archer queen is still going, even though at that point both of the X-bows were focusing on the hogs were actually engaging them, so it didn't take long for them to take it out. I then had the last heal spell. I wasn't too sure which side to put it, but as long as I kept some of them alive, that was the important thing. That was the side where that big bomb was as well, that's why I was a bit worried about that. And that's pretty much it. You can see I had a few archers I placed on these two storage at the side because they've got a lot of hit points, so I wanted to make sure that I could get those out quite quick. And apart from that, it's just standard cleanup. Finishing off, I will just point out here there's a very, very important reason why you put the poison spell on the town hall. Now, the thing is, this isn't actually a strategy that you'll all be familiar with, but I'm sure there's been some times when it's come close to the end and your troops have all died and you're uncertain why. Well, the thing is what you don't see, or what you know of in Clash of Clans, is there's lots of these ladies that are walking around and they're collecting stuff and they're going in and out of the town hall. The thing is, they all will often have machine guns, and what happens is they just come out at this time here. I'm always a little bit paranoid about that. Come out with machine guns and kill everything. So that's why I put the poison spell there, just to really make sure that they weren't going to come out and kill me. As you can see, I was quite safe. Cool. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I've got some more to be uploading as well. So, yeah, check out the channel. We've got quite a few 3 stars on there. I'm going to keep uploading more as well. So subscribe and like and leave comments or ask questions or anything as well. And I'll respond to them. Cool.